Dear participants, our event is about to start. Therefore, I would like to seek everyone's cooperation to take your seats and please make sure your phone is in silent mode to avoid any disruption during the session. A link to the attendance form will be displayed on the TV, and for everyone joining via YouTube Live, it will be posted in the chat box before today's session ends. So please remember to fill in the form. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to our respective speaker, fellow lecturers, and all participants of today's event. I would like to also give a warm welcome to UITM Alu Gajah and UITM Merbuk, our international guests from University Teknologi Brunei, Institusi Seni Indonesia Yogyakarta, and Universitas Pembangunan Jaya, who is here today watching us via YouTube Live. Welcome to our talk titled Design Economics Industrial Talks on Design Integration with AR and VR. I am Abdul Falah and I will be your MC for today. To bless our event for today, I would like to invite Amin Syahmi to recite the doa.
Yes, Al-Fatih. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya kami berhimpun pada hari ini bagi melahirkan rasa kesyukuran di atas kurniaan-Mu yang tidak ternilai. Jadikanlah kami hamba-hamba-Mu yang sentiasa bersyukur di atas nikmat yang melimpah ruah kepada kami. Cucuriah rahmat dan rahim-Mu ke atas majlis World Industrial Design Day yang diadakan pada hari ini. Berkatilah ia dari awal hingga ke akhir. Ya Zal Jalali wal Ikram, kurniakanlah apa kiranya kepada kami kesihatan anggota, kecergasan minda, ketenangan jiwa, kekuatan semangat. Semoga dengannya kami mampu menepani cabaran, berdaya saing dan mampu mengangkat martabat diri, keluarga, organisasi, masyarakat dan negara kami. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi washabihi wasallam. Walhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Amin, amin, ya rabbal alamin. Thank you, Amin Syahmi, for reciting the doa. To all who are here today, let us all stand up and sing the national anthem and UITM song. various events organized by industrial design departments in conjunction with World Industrial Design Day 2023. I would like to welcome our Head of Design Studies, Dr. Natrina Marian P. Toyong, to deliver a speech. Over to you, Dr. Natrina.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to all. This will be very short. I'm just welcoming our guest today. On behalf of Industrial Design, under the Design Studies and under the College of Creative Arts, UITM, I welcome all of you here who are face to face with us and also those online, our MOU partners from other universities as well from our state campuses. Welcome, and I hope that you will find today's sessions very beneficial. Our industrial design community is actually not that big. So you turn around, you will tend to meet people we know, but sometimes by chance we meet people from outside of the of our field. So a chance encounter with Gadang Works actually brought us here today. So we're very, very thankful that they are willing to spend their precious time to be with us. And this is actually part of what we do. We merge our course content with industries partnership. So Gadang Works today will be sharing with us something very, very important under the design management and product strategy class. And this is open to all also because this is very general. And we hope that all industrial design students and those watching from online especially will be able to get something from what we will get today, right? I hope I'm not putting so much pressure to Chef Fakrul, but in a while you will meet him and we will learn something new today. All right, thank you. Gebra.
Thank you, Dr. Natrina, for those welcoming remarks. To start off the event, we have prepared a short montage video of the preparation and behind the scenes moment on the process of planning this event. Please enjoy.
Till the battle's won, still king of gods. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking royalty. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world to see. They'll be calling me royalty.
Type your question in that chat box and I will bring them up later at the end of today's session. We will end this event with a mini contest. Without wasting any more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Fakrul Hanan from Gadang Works Sendirian Berhad to deliver his talk.
Hello. Okay, so everyone can hear my voice. Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So my name is Fakrul Hanan. I'm from Gadang Works. So today we are going to start a session on discussion and also a talk. This is a two-way communication. So everybody can share their knowledge. So we are also sharing our knowledge, our technologies, and also our expertise and experience throughout this design economics and integration with augmented reality and also virtual reality. So, along the way, if you guys got any questions related to the slides or anything regarding like augmented reality and virtual reality, just raise up your hand and pop up the question. Okay. Next. So as a designers, we would require we would require so many design inputs from many aspects, so we can receive informations via market study, so daily problems, process diagram, technical specs, also customer requirements. I think okay. Okay. Okay, so I think this is a bit more comfortable for me. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, so we are now waiting for the screen to pop up. Okay, so there are various ways on we as designer would be able to collect our data for design. So mostly in classes, we gather informations on brainstorming and also the topics given by your lecturers. So in real life situation in engineering field, we do receive many informations through customer requirements, technical specifications, and also daily problems. So as example, daily problems is you can see one people is sitting on a chair. So maybe I'm not sitting on a chair. So what are kind of problems that I might be having? So I will have a required a chair to sit. Otherwise, might have a back pain. So in order to design a chair for me, you need to know my requirements. And also you need to know what the capability of production nowadays. So you can design many futuristic ways you want, but you need to know the capability of the production today, whether they are capable of producing your design or not. So as a designer, we need to think of this way of of designing in line with the productivity. So this is what we call design economics. So we need to sell our design. So from good design, we will generate a better future. So I will go through one each of the design inputs here so that you guys will know the example of the design input stated. So market survey, I think this one is can you go okay. So I think market survey is normally you have conduct before. So based on online forms, or you physically go interview random people on the streets. So that's the way when how you receive the market survey. So daily problem, as I explained before, is based more on your observations. So I think you need to be more alert to the society nowadays. So you cannot design on your own feelings. So you need to know the problem nowadays so that you can become a better designers. So process diagram, I will go to through three main aspects. We as a engineering company, we will always require this kind of knowledge, this kind of input. First one is the process diagram. So because we in Gadang Works is a oil and gas manufacturing company, so we do oil and gas equipment, mostly for education, but sometimes we also do for industry. So the most important input for us as a designer in an oil and gas company is a process diagram. So I will show you how the process diagram looks like. Okay. So this is the process diagram. So have anyone here have ever seen this? So maybe those who are joining online, you guys have ever seen this? Okay, so this is basically a process diagram where we we indicate all the process where okay, I think we need to wait for a while because the slides need to pop up. Okay, maybe I just explain to you guys what is a process diagram. So process diagram basically is a process flow from the start of an experiment towards the end product. So as you can see here, okay, so this diagram here, okay, so process diagram basically will explain to you the components involved in experiment. So what are the size? What are the materials flowing in the system? So what are the material to construct the equipment? So I think you guys did study on material handling, also on material how to choose a material. Mhm. Okay. So okay, so maybe we just have a chit chat first before we waiting for our slides to pop up. So anybody here interested to work on oil and gas company? Maybe engineering company that do works related to oil and gas like us. Okay, so what do you expect on an oil and gas company? So, or a simpler question. So, what do you expect how engineering career would be? So basically, as an engineer, so specifically as designer, we are not only doing designs. So we also need to know other fields of knowledge so that we can cooperate together during works. Now, when during your study time, maybe you guys not really recognize all these aspects like cooperation to know with other fields of knowledge. But so in the real working life conditions, you will need to learn other fields of knowledge. So at least you are not fell behind. So this is one way of you to upgrade yourself to gain more knowledge. In the same time, you would be easier for us to understand how other departments work, so that we can understand their requirements, and they also would understand what we need as a designer. So design works is not just that in that things that can pop up in a night. So we need to have a good considerations on many things, such as the weight, the design, the capability of production, so the delivery time. So sometimes we need to design so that the fabrications can do at a very minimal time, because time is money. So more time will cost will cost us to pay your salary more. So in order to speed up the work, we as a designer need to come up with a design or DFMA. So maybe you guys did learn DFMA, the design for manufacturing assembly. Okay, so this is okay. So this is the way of you to shorten the assembly process. So from one design, you guys did the thumbnail design, right? Okay, so from thumbnail design, this is a process like that. So from a thumbnail design, you will create more design. So from the design, you will come up with one idea, so that you will choose that idea for production and also for final as your final product. So in order your final product to be manufactured, you need to do a certain process which we call DFMEA or MA. So in that process, you will do design optimization. So where you need to consider many aspects on how to improve your optimization of the design. Okay. Okay, so this is come back to my slide. So this is the example of a process diagram. So in here, basically, when I first joined this company, I also having difficulties to read this, but uh, after working for sometimes we need to adapt ourselves to the working environment. That is one more aspect that we need to master is with adaptability. We need to adapt with the surrounding. We need to adapt with community. We need to adapt on the environment. So you need to learn on how to read this. So this is basically just a process flow diagram. Okay, so this is basically a process flow diagram. Okay, so things will flow here. So this is all indicate the equipment involved. So as a designer, okay, just a quick questions. By looking at this, as a designer, what would the questions you need to ask the process engineer? So anybody want to guess? Just a guess.
What product is this?
Okay, so another questions? Okay, so by looking at this diagram, we as a designer definitely need to know what is this? What is the function of this? And the most important is what is the size? So why you need to know what is this? Because you need to know what the appearance look like. So that you can design. So why you need to know the size? Because you need to do the solid modeling after that. Next. So another example of design input is a customer requirement. So this is a customer requirement. So based on the process diagram, they will come up with this kind of information. So this is a T is referred to tank. So a reactor, holding tank, storage tank, and product storage tank. So basically in chemical engineering, so if you are having a chance to working in a oil and gas or chemical engineering based company, you will be familiar with this kind of things. Okay, so from I think we had a glimpse of that data just now. So basically that will answer all the questions just now. What are the material involved? What is this? So this kind of informations and data need to be prepared for other departments in oil and gas or chemical engineering field of knowledge. It's called process engineering. So it depends on what kind of career you are having in the future. So I'm just giving an example. If you are going to work in a chemical engineering or process pilot plant company in the future, so this is kind of things that you will be having through. Okay. Okay. So first thing that we need to know is the capacity. Okay, so here we'll be indicating the capacity. So from capacity, we actually can calculate what is the size. So, but the other thing is you need to know what kind of tank. Is it square, rectangular, cylinder, or sphere? So that one need to be indicated by a process department, so process engineering study. So they will uh, further explain to you on what the necessary information is needed. Okay, next one. Okay, so the other input from our design is a technical specification. So this is kind of a technical specification, which is the technical drawing. So sometimes we might be receiving technical specification drawings from a customer. So then you need to interpret this into solid modeling. So I believe all of us here have learned on how to use SolidWorks. So SolidWorks is actually a basic information, a basic knowledge on designing, so which you can further increase when you are working. So now you guys have learned on how to do extrude, revolve, swap, loft. So when you are working in this kind of field, we will have a SolidWorks routing on to the piping system. Later on, I will show you what the SolidWorks routing looks like. So next. Okay, so from design input, after we gather all the informations, so we will come out with a 3D model. So this is examples on the 3D models that we are developing as a designer. So after we proceed with our solid modeling, so we need to do rendering. So you guys did learn rendering here. So what kind of software are you using here? Keyshot. Okay, so this is rendered by Keyshot. So next. So this is another example of a pilot plan. So if you are working as a designer in our company, so this is what Amira did. This is what I did. So SolidWorks routing, I just explained to you guys further on the SolidWorks routing part. So SolidWorks routing will create all the routing for the piping. So based on the process diagram just now, we will develop this kind of things. So like remember that you saw a column in the process diagram. So this is how actually the column looks like. So we as a designer need to determine how to lay out all the tanks, how to lay out all the equipments. Of course, this is not a one-way job. We need to cooperate with other departments to have an agreement on how to lay out this plan. So have you guys ever done something like this? Okay. So this kind of works might take up about 1 month or 2 months to finish draw. Because we are dealing with specifications, we are dealing with customer requirements, and also the delivery time completion. We do have time constraint, so we need to get it fast. So I think after a while when you are working, so this will be an easy job for you. Thanks. Okay, so this is a much simpler model, also drawn in SolidWorks and rendered also in Keyshot. So maybe for now, you guys did drawn one part from this. So later on, you need to draw multiple parts and combine into an assembly, so that it will become one whole system. So this is just, I'm showing all this just to create maybe some motivation for you who are really interested in designing. So this is the kind of works that you are producing. So this is the kind of quality that you need. So so this is another example of a 3D model assembly. So we rendered with the background that you need. So so this is another example of a 3D model assembly. Actually, so we rendered with the background. I've summarized the step in generating a 3D model into augmented reality or virtual reality. So the first one is a design input. I did explain on this. So this is how we receive the information, the text, and also the requirement. After that, we produce a 3D model, a part modeling, then combine into the first one is a design. After that, we will ask this one a software development in order to integrate our design from this augmented reality and also virtual reality. So the government did and we will encourage us, did encourage us to promote to upgrade our learning system into IR 4.0. So IR 4.0 is actually an industrial revolution. So we combine technologies and also with knowledge. So other than augmented reality and virtual reality, we do have another field of knowledge is IoT. I think most of us have heard about IoT, but we don't really understand how IoT works. So, so what are the field of knowledge that involved in all these three process? First one is a design input. Basically, if you are working like in a company like me, we are receiving informations from process engineering. So after that, it comes to our job scope, which is the 3D modeling and also the implementation of from the specs into modeling system. So after that, we are going to software development. So software development will use our model to interpret into a augmented reality and also virtual reality, meaning that they will use whatever things that we draw in solid modeling into computerized software. So later on, okay, next. Okay, so this is as simple explanation on augmented reality. So maybe you have been using augmented reality before, but you don't really, very understand that it is an augmented reality. So augmented reality basically is a combination of 3D modeling and also our real life surroundings. So it superimposed the 3D model within the our real life environment. So next. Okay, so this is an example of augmented reality. So this is a real environment. So here we have a 3D generated model which overlays the original environment. Okay, so in Gadang Works, we not only producing augmented reality, we equip our augmented reality with IoT. So IoT is Internet of Things where you can read live data from the actual plant instrument into the AR. So this reading actually will pop up the actual reading produced by your instrument, the pilot plant. Next. So this is a short video to show you what is actually an augmented reality. You can see here, this is the real environment. This is a 3D model.
Access granted.
In today's world,
the Internet of
Okay,
Things.
so this is an example on what we
Internet of
fabricate.
Things
So this is
construct IoT
one of the plant that we
refers to
fabricate.
many physical
We
devices
equip
around the world
this plant
that are now
with
connected
AR
to
and
the
IoT technology.
collecting and sharing data. It is imperative for our company to adopt new technologies in the fourth industrial revolution.
Okay. So so maksudnya you nak tahu macam mana sesuatu barang tu dibuat. Okay. So from the first slide, so I did explain that we need to know the capability of a production, right? So as a designer, so we need to design the tank. So, but we also need to know how the tank will be produced, either by rolling, either by folding. So what are the things, the other things, are the process involved in the tank development? So in order to produce a tank, you need to roll. If it's a cylinder tank, you need to roll the tank. If it's a square tank, then you need to fold the tank. So the other things that you will need is a welding. So you need to welding the stand for the tank. So these are kind of things that you guys will learn by experience. So maybe you guys can learn through your read. You can read books. You can observe. You can watch videos on how to know the process involved in the production of certain equipment. So if not, you will learn all of this during by your experience. So when you are conducting a real life job, so you will know the process. You will need to know the process. So am I answering your questions? Okay, thanks. So anyone else? Maybe from this side?
I don't have any question. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we'll continue with the slides. Okay, so this is a virtual reality. So just now, as you can see from the video, the augmented reality uses the real environment, then superimpose it with the 3D model generated from your SolidWorks or any other 3D modeling software, Inventor, Blender. So in virtual reality, the difference is that we totally will remove all the real environment. We will create a computer generated environment for you. So it doesn't matter where you are. You can even feel that you are in the moon as an example. So you will stick to one place here, but we will project a virtual surrounding together with a virtual modeling for you. So in order to make you feel that you are in that kind of environment. Let's say you are sitting here, that you want to feel like you are in an oil factory. So we will create the oil factory environment for you. so that you can feel you are in the all factory environment. So maybe I'll show you some videos. Okay, so this is generated by 3D modeling software. Let's say you wanted to have an experience to be on oil and gas oil rig here. Not many of us can have the experience to feel like you are working in the offshore situation like this. Maybe Petronas staff working offshore. This is very normal to them, but for us, this is a very rare experience. So in order to have this kind of experience, we can develop a 3D model and a situation and environment as if you are working there. So this will allows you to do all the activities such as walking, climbing, jumping, and also will let you to operate any of the equipment there as if that you are on this platform. You will have a tablet, you need to write your name manually but via virtually. So guys are joining online. I hope you are following us here. So I hope you guys can see the slides clearly. Okay, next. Okay, this is a little bit of a preview for our company environment. So this is videos from our company environment. Okay, so this is our office here. This is all the internship students, foreign internship student we do accept internship. So this is how actually the virtual reality works. This is Amira. So you can actually control the bar virtually. This is what I mean just now by you need to know to do the activity manually, physically, but virtually. Just to let you guys know that all of the things that you are seeing here is all customized, depends on your needs, depends on what your education system required. So we will follow all the parameters stated or prepared by you in order for us to develop the virtual reality training system. Same as in SolidWorks, we have exploded view, so we also can do exploded view in the virtual reality. Okay, so maybe this one is a bit interesting to you guys as you are in the cultural arts faculty. So this is from museum. We are developing virtual reality for museum. So you can actually play all the instruments, music instruments there, yeah, virtually. You can see angklung, gong, chalempong, and also this one. So so you actually can play all the instrument here, yeah, virtually. So after this, we will have a demonstration session, physical session for you guys to try on our augmented reality and virtual reality. You guys can actually play this. Next.
Opening
So this is a virtual reality for landscaping.
and most innovative spaces experience define the digital center. Stop the flow.
The engine is starting up.
Proceeding the Hammersmith collection, informal meetings or discussions. An extension of two education classrooms serve
Okay, so this one is another virtual reality for maybe interior designer. So maybe we also can develop this kind of modeling. So let's say you are buying a house located in Johor, maybe Australia. So it's a bit costly for you guys to fly there just to visit a show house. So with using virtual reality, we can actually visit the condition of the house, the interior design of the house here in Malaysia without we need to fly go to overseas. So we also will know what's the arrangement, what's the furnitures that can be included in the section of the room. Pergi dekat benefits yang sebelum tu. Okay, just so what is the benefits of having this augmented reality and virtual reality? Okay, so first it will improve your visualization and understanding. So as for augmented reality just now, so we did focus on one main component. So from the main components, we will explode the assembly and put details on every parts. So this will improve your visualization. So when the first questions asked by your classmate just now, what is the system for? So you need to have something to visualize. So with using augmented reality, we can improve our visualization and also our understanding towards certain products. So other than that, we also will have interactive learning method if we are applying this to our education system. So other than that, we can increase productivity and efficiency. So how do technologies like augmented reality and virtual reality can contribute to increase of productivity and efficiency? The answer is we can evaluate all the designs before it even built. So meaning that we can have the 3D modeling we can develop in virtual reality. So we can have a look, we can walk around the plant before we even build up. So we can have a consideration whether the height is enough or not. The design, this tank need to be this big or bigger. So is this a sufficient walkway? Is this applied? This is comply with a certain safety standards. So all these measures can be viewed and being further details in virtual reality training system. So other than that, we can enhance marketing and sales, just like what I'm doing now. So we can have demonstrations, we can have a better understanding of our products. So we also can enhance collaboration and teamwork, because to develop augmented reality and virtual reality, we do need many fields of knowledge, not just one software developing department. We also need to combine with design and also a process engineering department. So before we go into this demonstration session, I just quick preview of what we in Gadang works. What are the products that we are that we are manufactured, we are fabricated in Gadang works. So this is the things that we built here in Malaysia. Then we transport to our client. This one is for Singapore. So we need to design in a way that it can be disassembled and easily for transportation. Just okay, so this is a installation video. So we disassemble all this kit section by section and transfer it to our client, and we assemble it back. Okay, so I did show you one picture of a 3D model example right now, just now. So this is the whole package. So we did draw all this in SolidWorks, rendered, and built it. So I will show the video. So you will, I think, can relate and on from the design stage up to the fabrication stage. So you can, okay, this is the production of the technical drawing. Okay, so this is the actual plan after we built according to what we have designed in SolidWorks. Amira to share his experience on his first job in our company. So Amira was employed as a fresh grade, as a mechanical designer. So maybe she got something to share based on his experience as a fresh graduate students coming to a career path.
Okay, so everyone. So my name is Amira Najihah binti Abdul Majid, and I'm a mechanical engineer in this Gadang Works in Yamaha. So in the end of the session, I think this is just a quick session. Maybe you find it, Mr. Fakrul, is a bit terrifying or scary to ask questions, so you can ask me, by the way. Okay, so before I work as a mechanical engineer, I studied as in a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering in UTM. So when I was doing the FYP, I guess, I still when I'm doing the FYP, so I think right after I submit the FYP, I need to find a job. So I applied many company while doing the FYP. So as when I don't know which the student of you guys, is it final year or what? So I think it's time for you guys to apply many as company you can, so that right after you graduate, you don't have the gap in unemployment. So I submit the FYP, and right after I submit, I was employed in this company. And so I attend the interview. There are 2 interviews in this company. So as a fresh grad, you have no experience, you have no thing that you can showcase. So only the theories that you learn in your university. So when in my time, I have online session also. So the thing that you learn in university, not all of thing you can apply in the company. So as you guys in the final year students, you better be prepared lah. Okay. So of course, my first job, I'm very clueless about what are the things in the company also about and what. But when I first started in this company, I was a minority. As a mechanical engineering graduate, you are the only girl. And mechanical, as a girl, the minority in university, and also as I start in this company also, you are the only girl. And my this is a very dictate experience. So of course, when I first start, these guys are very terrifying. So but they're also very friendly. And as a freshies in the and fresh engineer, you need to ask a lot of questions to them. So basically, the Mr. Fakrul, I really ask so many things in him. And the thing is, when the job scope for the mechanical engineering, actually, so what Mr. Fakrul said just now, the design input, usually the process diagrams, and also the technical specs and customer requirements. Actually, when I first started in the company, I have no training. So my first my first project, actually, I'm the person in charge, engineer in charge. There's no other engineers up on me. And the process, as Fakrul showed just now, the PNID, the process diagram, actually I built by myself. When you are engineering background, you actually know how to the process flow like. So in my scope, I need to design the PNID, and also after I know the process, and I know I need to come up with the sizing and etc. And I need to build the 3D models also. So it's very challenging actually, because when you are a student, you just need to draw part by part. And you know that Fakul shows just now, every part we need to assemble in one skit. Actually, let me share you guys. My first project is in UMS actually. When I first came, I got the first project. So there's no training in that. And I also very clueless. So I learning by experience, by asking a lot of seniors. So actually, if you don't know nothing, you have got to ask straight away. Because if you lambat tak nak tanya, nanti it will affect the project schedule actually. So my first project, of course, we learn in the university, but we don't know how when to apply, how to apply. So when I did the PNID, which is a piping and instrumentation diagram. For designer, based on the PNID itself, we need to draw. So but I only have the technical specifications and the customer requirements to draw that. And after I did study on the flows and everything, and PNIDs were invented, and after that, I straight away moved to the 3D models. 3D models actually, we need to not just an general arrangement of the model actually, because we need to think how the production want to fabricate them. So it will very specific as it can. For the sizing, and also let's say we go back to the tank drawing lah. There's and we know the size of that, and we need to know the connection, how piping we want to combine it. So all that thing, all the instrumentation, all the thing that we need to attach to the tank, we need to identify it first. So of course, as a first timer, as a fresh grad, I got scolded a lot actually. Of course, by the seniors. And of course, one more thing, the fabrication production side, because like they always I submitted the drawing for fabrication, right? So like, Emira, what is this? Where is the socket? Where is this? That actually normal. So for now, I think already almost 2 years. I guess it seems like normal lah. So I submitted the drawing batch by batch to the production, and they also need you to clarify something, and you also not only in front of computer to do all the 3D drawings, you need also to at the production side to assist the production while their fabrication. So, and also when I first my first job, I also need to purchase everything. So when I do the PNID, I also need to know what I need to buy. So as the first one, aku show just now the piping, right? There's the valve. Not only tank is the major components which actually we fabricate by ourselves. The thing that we cannot, like the electrical components, valve, all of them we need to buy it. So in order to commit everything, buy and fabrication need to meet with the project schedule. So when I submitted the drawing to the production site, of course, all the thing that I buy need also to be submitted through freshie. So, that's why I got scolded a lot as a freshie. Like, when they need to assemble everything in one skate, they'll just Emira, where is this? Where is that? So I only can if the thing that haven't arrived yet, I maybe next week it will arrive. So as a fresh grad, I think as engineer especially lah, I think maybe you have got scolded a lot, but no hard feelings lah. So because maybe that time you got scolded, but tomorrow there's no that the situation is, I don't know about the other position, but the reality is that so that's the working life. So okay, the challenges, one more thing is when you have no experience, no other the theory is that, and when I the process engineer and also the designer. So when everything already fabricate, you need to do the commissioning. Where my first project is UMS. So I need to present my equipment to the lecturers, to the lab assistant over there. And yeah, the challenges is when you have to tackle the question by the clients. When you have no process engineer after you, so you have to answer all the questions, all of it, all of that. So why we need to design this? How can they enter this kit? How can the student do the training in your skit? So all of that thing you need to take it and tackle the question like actually when my first project my manager really helped me a lot lah, because you are the fresh, but the lecturers don't know you are work there as an engineer, not a student anymore. That kind of mindset always my boss and my manager told me, you're not student anymore. So that's it. So I think as advice before we go to the demonstration, I think my advice to you guys is any company that you enter, you just need to learn everything. Willing to learn, ready to learn, and I think you need to have the mindset that you are in a work industry, not a student anymore. So you learn to apply straight away, not learn and keep it. So you guys have any question? Maybe the girls or I start question, and over there, do you have any question before we go to the demonstration? No. Tadi macam angkat tangan. Oh, okay. So anyway, no, right? No, that.
Hi there. So I'm a graphic design student. First of all, I'm like very much impressed by the VR and the application of the whole thing that you guys built up for the what do you call that? The simulation thingy. So have you ever thought about commercializing it yet, like on a wider scale?
Okay. This one I passed to the Mr. Fakir.
Okay, so for the commercialization side, so we are actually moving to the commercializations. we have done AR and VR actually for not only for education. As you can see now, we are already prepared for the museum. So we also did for semi-government industry. So actually, the thing is that we are not selling is standard package. So we are selling on customization base. So uh, most of the time, we will need to know more on your requirements and specifications. So to answer your questions, that yes, we are moving to a commercialization side. So we are waiting for the opportunity. So let's say you have any uh, companies or any persons that you are no interested in this kind of field, just let us know. Maybe we can work out with something. That answering your questions. So what else? So I think thanks Elmira for your very honest comment. So just to say that we also taking internship students. So if you guys interested, just to let you know that we did treat internship student as a real engineer. So whatever the things that need to be done by an engineer need to be done by interns also. So if you guys need to go outstation, we will send you outstation. So if you guys need to handle a project, we will let you handle the project, encounter and come up with a solution for all the problems that you have. Of course, you can ask, but the things that we need you to face it by yourself first before you come to us for the solutions. So this is one way of you guys learning and having new experience. So I think if you guys don't have any further questions, we will start with the demonstration session. First, we will give demonstration on the augmented reality. Okay, so in order to use augmented reality, so we need to have phones or get or tablet, but with application installed by us lah. So we develop the application, we develop the APK file, and then only you can use the augmented reality. So this is an example. You can see on the screen. You cannot use on your camera. You need to install the apps first. Okay, okay, you can see from the screen here. So our augmented reality will have the exploded view, same as what we are doing in the SolidWorks. So this will shows the details of each part involved in the assembly of the equipment. So normally when we having an education on this equipment, we cannot see the inside of the equipment. So by using this augmented reality, we can even zoom to see surface of the part. So other than that, we also have a diagram here. We also have a, okay, this is a process diagram. So that particular part is actually one section of the system here. Because now this is that equipment name is a reboiler. So if you can find reboiler here, so this is actually a reboiler. So from this diagram, you will never know there's a heater inside. Even if you know there's a heater inside, you don't know what the heater looks like. So by using this augmented reality, you can explode and zoom. So this same application also can be applied to your design. Let's say you are designing a furniture. So your furniture would have definitely will have a special characteristic. Maybe you will have a flexible leg, flexible stand. So you can use augmented reality, zoom into the part and put a detailed description on that particular section. Okay, so you can see a reading here. This is actually connected to IoT. So because in Gadang Works, we do fabricate a physical plant. So that's a physical instrument. So the physical instrument will then transmit the real life data which we can view via our augmented reality. So as I mentioned before, all the features here, let's say the diagram, exploded view, and also the alarm system is all can be customized. So it depends on your requirements and also what the specific details involved. So you can actually use phone. So on this section, I did give my phone to view the AR. So this section here have a tablet. So you can find the differences when you are using a tablet and a phone because tablet will have a bigger screen display. So you can the AR can fit even better in the bigger screen. So you can see this is an example of a phone from augmented reality from phones. This tak boleh sebab yang ini target marker, so dia kena marker kepada satu. So dia ada tiga cara kita boleh buat target marker, markerless dengan web. So even yang dekat galeri dekat luar pun kita kena download apps kan, kena scan. Kita dah try dah itu tadi. So kita boleh buat one time scan, maksudnya scan sekali, then dia akan pop up the AR lah, macam tu juga. Nampak dia? Oh, sini. In order to develop this AR and VR, we actually use SolidWorks as the modeling software, and also for software development, we did use Unity as a programming software. We did use a little bit of Blender to touch up on the appearance. So you will see the Blender applications on the VR after this. When you see the waves and the texture, so we touch up all the appearance by using Blender. So I think while you guys playing on the augmented reality, you guys have any questions related to augmented reality apps just now? Anything to ask? Oh. Okay, so we will continue our demonstration with virtual reality demonstration. So we will stop casting the augmented reality, then we continue with the virtual reality. Any questions?
So how do you guys develop the software for this AR? What application or so on?
So for I think better the software developer answer you.
Okay, for the augmented reality and virtual reality, we actually use Unity 3D for all the the programming for insert 3D models into making AR or VR. So before we want to create or develop the AR VR, we need the 3D models. 3D models we can get from SolidWorks, and for Blender, the model actually for Unity, the models needs to be in FBX format, or DAE and other format. But for I think you guys use Rhino, right? Rhino, and in Rhino, I think they can export to FBX. I think so. Okay. From that model, we import into the Unity, and we actually I develop in Unity. There are some plugins for we to import the models to make AR or VR. For the interaction, basically we need to coding some interaction for the buttons or the exploded view. For the animation, we can also import from blenders, or I think Keyshot can make animation. Uh, Animation can Keyshot also can be imported into Unity for we to play in AR or VR. Any other question relating to software or development for the AR VR?
Okay, so we will start with the VR demonstration. So uh, okay, so we will you guys can see from the screen first, and then we open to anybody to try. Okay, so I would like invite one participant from you guys. Ketua kelas ada. Okay, beri in front applause to Okay, so in virtual reality ni, this is a multiplayer mode. So dua orang boleh masuk dalam satu environment. So not necessary dua orang. So we can even masukkan lebih ramai participant. Ya, betul. So kita boleh masukkan sampai mungkin satu kelas pun boleh masuk. Tapi provided you need to have chat lah. Okay, so based on apa yang kita tahu dekat screen, so yang ini yang di awal yang tadi saya explain yang virtual reality, dia akan tukar the whole environment. So maksudnya even kita tak ada dekat dalam condition ni pun, tapi kita akan rasa macam kita berada dekat situ apabila kita pakai headset tu. So maybe ada staff pun nak try. Boleh, boleh. So just sharing. So what are the benefits of you guys will have maksudnya penggunaan VR dan AR ni kepada industrial design? So you guys nampak tak the relationship between industrial design and also the AR and VR? Okay, so apa yang you rasa kita boleh achieve?
Kalau dari VR, kita boleh create benda tu ya, kalau kita orang industri kena buat mock-up. So kalau kita orang tak nak macam bazir barang material, kita orang boleh buat dalam VR mungkin.
So biasanya kalau untuk AR atau VR, so industrial design kita biasa dengan sketch. Kita biasa hand rendering, manual rendering, betul tak? So then baru kita goes to pada modeling. So why don't kita boleh change from the sketch to AR ataupun VR. So maybe after this kita punya design, kita will have a better view of the design by developing this AR and also VR. So you guys will have a better view of the design of the sketch, and also you will also learn new technologies. So you will have new way of presenting. So maybe lepas ni tak payah present pakai slides ataupun A3 paper. so sketch kena. Anyhow, you guys need to have the practical skill. You need to have the basics. You need to know how to sketch. So because that's your value. So tak semua orang boleh lukis. So itu you punya, as a designer, you punya selling point, you boleh lukis. So you need to have that skill. So cuma sekarang kita kena fikir macam mana kita nak integrate dengan teknologi. So before this kita banyak buat hand sketch, manual semua. So maybe kita boleh present kita punya ideas ataupun design sekarang guna virtual ataupun augmented reality. So so on the screen, I will stop the VR cast for a while. So sebab kita nak tunjuk sikit macam mana kita import all the modeling kepada programming side untuk develop AR dengan VR. Dah sampai mana kata tu? Tak nak keluar. Okay. Okay, so ini contoh macam mana kita buat design dan kita configure dalam Unity untuk buat VR ataupun AR. Jadi kita buat opening ceremony untuk event dalam virtual juga. You guys boleh view on Unimap punya website. So kita ada buat virtual reality opening and closing ceremony for dia punya industrial day. So this is the interface layout untuk setup, untuk configure, untuk program before kita develop VR. So yang ini saya akan pass to Safwan untuk further explain. So you guys got any questions relating this configuration punya session? You boleh tanya, boleh just continue your questions to Safwan lah.
Okay, basically dalam Unity ni firstly kita akan import kita punya 3D models. 3D models kalau untuk Unity ni ada beberapa je yang boleh import, FBX dan yang tertera lah dalam dia punya spesifik model tu. Bila kita dah import, kita boleh terus masuk dalam Unity. Unity ni sebenarnya adalah game engine untuk kita buat game 2D ataupun 3D. Dan selebihnya untuk kita buat game ataupun AR atau VR tu bergantung pada kreativiti kita macam mana nak buat. Okay, yang ni contohnya untuk VR. Dalam ni saya dah import saya punya model dalam Unity ni, dan kita boleh drag saja dalam kita punya environment. Tentu saya buat environment barulah. Okay, ni adalah kiranya environment kosong. Kita boleh drag apa-apa kita punya model. Contohnya kita masukkan, terus dah ada model kita. Dan next step kita nak buat interaction dia. Interaction ni sama ada kita nak buat ini dalam AR ataupun VR. Macam sekarang ni untuk VR, kita kena ada kiranya plugin. Plugin untuk kita guna headset kita lah. Contoh yang ni headset Oculus. Oculus ni daripada Meta, ataupun satu lagi headset ni adalah Pico 4. Itu daripada Pico punya brand. Sebelum kita nak gunakan headset tu, kita kena download dia punya plugin. Macam Unity ni, saya dah download dia punya plugin untuk Oculus. Kita boleh je terus masuk Oculus punya plugin. So yang ni okay, kita masukkan okay, dalam kalau kita render something, render model kita kena ada kamera kan. So kamera ni kita jadikan dia sebagai kita punya perspektif. Kalau macam untuk AR, kita guna kamera tu sebagai kamera phone kita. Jadikan kamera phone kita. Kalau untuk VR, kita punya mata lah. Kamera tu act sebagai mata kita. Okay, untuk contoh yang ni VR, bila kita dah masukkan kamera, kalau kita play, kita boleh nampak terus apa yang kita dah masukkan dalam environment tu. Okay, ni contoh bila kita dah gerakkan apa yang kita dah model, dan kita boleh tengok dalam dalam Unity VR ni lah. Sama macam kita nak render, kita kena ada kat kamera tu, kita kena anglekan kepada mana punya perspektif apa semua. Sama juga macam kita nak buat VR ataupun AR. So kita kamera ni kita programkan ada, okay, kalau kita nak gerakkan kamera tu, kita kena ada coding sikit. Untuk coding sikit tu kena ada kelas lain untuk ni. Okay, untuk gerakkan kamera ni, kita mesti ada coding. Coding ni kita boleh pakai apa-apa. Macam sebagai input untuk PC, kita pakai keyboard kita sebagai input. Untuk mobile pun kita boleh gunakan touch punya input. Untuk VR pula kita ada button-button untuk controller ni. So kalau setiap plugin untuk headset VR ni, dia dah bagi terus dia punya button ni, kita nak access guna coding macam mana. Dan lain bila Okay, untuk VR ni juga bila kita dah gerakkan kamera tu sebagai input kita dah ambil input apa-apa daripada phone ataupun keyboard, touch ataupun keyboard, kita boleh gerakkan movement kamera. Untuk interaction kita buat juga coding lain. Untuk contohnya macam museum tadi, macam ni kita nak pick up handle tadi, tu ada coding dia sendiri. Bila dah pegang kita kena boleh buat apa. Soalan lain untuk macam mana nak start? Macam tu ke soalan dia? Faham tak? Macam flow dia, okay, kita Unity ni sebagai game engine. Okay, flow dia kita ada 3D models, kita import dalam Unity engine. Lepas tu selebihnya untuk interaction kita coding sikit. Untuk contohnya nak gerakkan kamera ataupun kita interactkan untuk 3D models tu kita nak buat apa. Macam AR ni kita ada explode. Explode tu basically animation lah. Soalan? Ada soalan tadi. Setakat ni untuk buat AR atau VR ni faham ke? Ni just general lah. Basically Unity ni salah satu daripada game engine dan kita boleh guna macam-macam lagi lah kita punya nak buat AR ataupun VR. Untuk AR kita sebenarnya ada banyak choice macam mana nak buat. Waktu sekarang ni website pun ada website untuk kita boleh buat AR. Just kita masukkan import saja model kita dalam website tu. Kita gerakkan animation apa kita nak ada dalam AR tu. Contohnya teks ataupun nak gerakkan animation tu gerak kiri ke kanan ke. Dalam website tu kita dah ada drag and drop punya programming coding dia. Ada soalan ke?
Okay, so if got no further questions, so on behalf of Gadang Works, I would like to thank everyone for attending this talk today. Thanks also for everyone joining online. So, and also for UiTM for inviting us to this talk. So for any further questions regarding this AR or VR, you can feel free to contact us. You can visit our website or can contact us through our company email. So I think that's all from our side. So hope to see you guys again. So wishing you guys a happy Industrial Design Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gadang Works.